Hey guys, welcome back to Mon's Vocals. Today we're talking about Caraval by Stepheine Garber. So this book I gave 5 stars. It's one of the most beautiful books I've read in terms of prose and descriptions. I think it's absolutely magical. The setting is really mystical too. I love the cover and I love the back of it, how it has the actual invitation to Caraval. So yes, what is this book about? This book follows our main character, Scarlett Dragna, and her sister, Donatella Dragna, who is not really one of the main characters, but she does come up in the book a little bit at the beginning and the end, so we're going to talk about her a little bit. They live on an island with their abusive father, who is the governor, and he is physically abusive and verbally abusive and manipulative to both of them. So they're then on an island in the middle of the sea that is not attached to their island is a performance, year-round performance called Caraval. Hosted by a guy named Legend, who is the Caraval master. It's a magical performance. It's like kind of a mix of a carnival, a festival, magical play, interactive theater. It's a lot of different things in one. And it happens every single year. And Scarlett has always dreamed of going to Caraval. So she always has written letters to Legend asking for invitations because it's an invite-only event. So eventually he actually writes her back and accepts her invitation and says that they can come. And he actually sends her invitations, but by that point, her abusive father, the governor, has already set up an arranged marriage for Scarlett so that she will be married to this guy who, by the way, is extremely abusive as well. We find that out later in the book. But Donatella ends up having a boyfriend named Julian, and together they whisk Scarlett away to the magical island so that she can actually fulfill her dream of participating in Caraval. So once they get to the island, Caraval starts, and it turns out that Caraval is set around Donatella this year, and so she's kidnapped by Legend, and whoever finds Donatella first is the winner of Caraval. So Scarlett is obviously freaking out, trying to find her sister, and her and Julian start romancing a little bit. And while they try to find his sister, they ended up falling in love, and it turns out that Julian and Donatella were never really together. That was all part of Caraval and the setup. So that's really cool. Their relationship is very, very cute. It had some very cute, sweet moments, so I like that. At one point, the abusive father governor finds out that Scarlett is at Caraval, and so he goes to find her, and he brings the fiance, who Scarlett has never met before, and he basically forces... Well, I shouldn't say forces. He basically allows the fiance to rape Scarlett as an early wedding present. And yeah. But luckily she gets away. And her and Julian end up winning Caraval because they find Donatella. And then there's a big plot twist at the end. It turns out that Donatella planned this whole thing with Legend. So the whole thing of Caraval, including the abusive father and fiance coming to Caraval, was all planned out by Donatella and Legend so that Scarlett could win Caraval and expose their father for being abusive so that they could live on the island of Caraval and be free. So that is Caraval, basic plot of Caraval. I would give this 5 stars, easily 5 stars. The writing is so beautiful and descriptive. It's magical. It's lush. It puts you in this most beautiful scenery. Like towards the beginning, there was a scene where they were just arriving at Caraval and they were walking around these little shops and it was snowing, and oh my goodness, that scene was the most magical scene I have ever read ever, and I read high fantasy. This is absolutely beautiful prose. I never really read anything like it before, so I highly recommend this if you love imaginative worlds and settings. Yeah, this is 5 stars. Very, 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 very cool. I will say, trigger warnings for attempted rape, domestic abuse, suicide, even though it turned out to be a fake suicide, but still suicide, and dark themes in general. But the plot twists in this book are crazy. There are more than I think more than 5 plot twists in this book. I didn't expect any of them. You will be just itching to find out what happens next. So I really, really like this book, and I give it 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. This is a really, really good book. One of my favorites, I think, that I've ever read. So Caraval by Stepheine Garber, absolutely amazing. I really, really love it, and I think you should definitely check it out yourself. So that was my review, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.